Hey Julie, it's Tori here with that report on your campaign activity from your Bainbridge Island July report that was sent on Tuesday the 9th. I did say to you that the report was a successful send. We'll look at those numbers really quick here on the report. So reports page, July Island news update. 437 were on that list. It was delivered on Tuesday, July 9th. I know you and I have talked about, I discussed sending newsletters on Tuesdays and Thursdays is the right idea. 3 or so in the afternoon is great. That's the time we sent this one, or you did successfully. 203 opens, a total of 422 successful deliveries. 402 opens against this means you had more than one open per person generally, and your unsubscribes were 4, your bounced were 15. Both these items will be scrubbed from your list as a courtesy of MailChimp and them managing your list. The last time it was clicked on or this was opened was yesterday at 8:30 at 8 o'clock at night. So it gives a little context to the idea of letting it rest for 2 days before you go back and send it to the people who did not open it, which will be what we do next after we discuss the report fully. I'm going to go down here to top links clicked, and you can see that the MLS listings were the top ones, people going over through your newsletter to that information. The last one here was Find a Home with Julie, got 6 clicks, which I'm super happy about. You may want to look at this when you get in here, and again, I'm under Reports tab. These are the lists of the top people that opened it more than one time. I have no idea why this person would have opened it 43 times. That seems crazy, but that is what they recorded as the activity on this. Another thing, if you want to look at it while you're here, that I find telling is to go over to the click map and then run down here as if you are a bot tracking it. The bots are reporting 14% or 6 total clicks, which we also saw that number reflected in the last part of the report. Went to Find a Home with Julie. Going down the piece, you get to the most expensive. You'll note the number here, 32.6 clicks or 14 clicks, which we saw elsewhere. So confirming that. And then here's another data point on least expensive. And then finally here, almost at the end of your piece, which is good news for us, they've read all the way through. You get an 18.6% clicked on the picture, 16.3 clicked on the link, even though they both resolved to the same location. They used different ways to get there. Kind of tells us a little something, something. Good to know they went all the way to the bottom, and this is a live feed. I think your concern or your query to me was, how do I update that? The link itself will auto feed with the populated information of the day. This picture obviously was static from before. So I said to you that I thought this was incredibly successful. I think you did a great job. And now we're going to send it back because it's Thursday to the people who did not open it. So I'm going to have you follow along in case you want to do that from yourself. Here I am at campaigns. Here's the one we've been discussing. It went on July the 9th at 3:30. Now the best way to resend with the least amount of having to redo your steps is to go here to campaigns, go over here and replicate the campaign. That means that MailChimp will put it back up for you in its entirety as it was sent previously. And that will negate the need for you to come in and reset all of these fields. They'll still be set properly just as it was when it went the first time. Do need to edit the word copy out of the name. And then in order to not send it to the whole list, we're going to edit the recipients. We're going to choose a new group or a segment over here. And we're going to say all. And under here, we're going to pick campaign activity, did not open, and you're going to pick that campaign. And the last bit of specificity to ensure that we don't send it to anyone who did already open it, we're going to add the fact that you tagged the audience. People in this audience were tagged in this list. And we're going to update our recipient count. Now, instead of the full 4, we have 224, which seems accurate if we've been doing our math, and we have. And we're going to say we still want them to put in the person's first name as we did before, and we're going to hit save. Now, as this is Thursday, I am going to go ahead and schedule this all the way through. I believe you already understand how to do this. It's scheduled to go off at 3:15 in the future, and I'm going to schedule. What was that? Let's go for 4. I'm just going to hit send. Must be something in the timestamp that was making it feel like 3:15 was not in the future when it clearly is. We're at 2:15 here. But that should have helped you understand the steps by which I take and how I come up with the right amount of numbers to not send it to the people before. So that's about it, I think. Like I said, you can come into reports and start comparing reports, comparing who's reading it, what they're reading. Kind of starts to give you a little insight into what's going on here. So I'm going to hit stop on this and send it out. And as always, feedback is welcome. Thank you.